Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another episode of #Nats Rants. Yeah, I just made that up yesterday, but I think I like it, and I think I'm going to go with it because we all know how I get when I get on a rant. But they're so good, right? So, here we are. All right, well, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Natalie Marie. If you see a live button right up there, that means that congratulations, you have caught me live. If you do not see a red live button up there, then that means that you are watching the replay. So go ahead and comment replay if that is your situation. And I'm going to go ahead and fix my Wi-Fi because for some reason it's acting funny. Okay, here we go. All right, we are working now. I hope. Say hello when you get here. Do not be shy. Do not be a stranger. Don't be weird. It's okay. We're all friends here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So I want to start out by telling a story. I had somebody message me today, and gosh, you guys, it's just like it warms my heart whenever I get a message by somebody saying that they've been inspired by something that I said or did or posted, or just that means so much to me because truly, like, I share so much of myself with you guys because I've been through things and I've overcome things, and if I can impact or inspire or encourage just one person, then it's all so worth it. So honestly, that really means so much to me when I get those messages. So I want to say thank you for that. But it made me think of something. I was actually going to do a live today doing makeup, and I decided to do this instead because it was really on my heart, and I'm in a place right now where I just kind of feel like sharing a little bit of my heart lately. I don't know. Maybe it's the universe, maybe it's God thing, whatever you believe in. Whatever. But doesn't matter. Hello. Say hi when you get here. Okay. So enough about that. Let's get into the story. Some of you may have heard this story before, but I'm going to add a little twist to the end here because, like I said, I was inspired. I was thinking of this, and I just thought I'd bring it to you. So how many of you have heard the story about the 5 monkeys? And I don't mean the 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. I'm talking about the story where there was an experiment where they put these monkeys in a cage. Okay, so they put 5 monkeys in a cage. And it was a really tall cage. And at the top of the cage, they had this bunch of bananas. So if you can imagine, there's these monkeys down in the bottom, and then up at the top, there's these delicious ripe bananas. And there's a ladder. And what do you think happens when they put this ladder there, right? Like, the monkeys see it, and they start climbing up the ladder going for the bananas. And the experimenter sprays them with cold water, sprays the monkey at the top and sprays all the other monkeys along the way. And so the monkeys, they scurry back down, and they all sit there, and they're looking up at the bananas, and they're all sitting there, and they don't want to get sprayed with cold water again, right? That wasn't comfortable. That was very uncomfortable for them. So they're all sitting there, and none of them are going after the bananas. Then one of the monkeys is sitting there, and he gets a little courageous, and he decides, I'm going to go for those bananas. And he starts climbing up the ladder again. And what do you think happens? The experimenter again sprays him and sprays all the other monkeys. So that monkey scurries down. All the monkeys are sitting there. They got sprayed with this water again. It's uncomfortable. They don't like it. They all got sprayed when the one monkey went up. So they're just sitting here, and they're staring at these bananas. And none of them are going for the bananas because they don't want to get sprayed by this water again. So then, after a little while, another monkey, he gets a little ambitious, and he decides he's going to go for the bananas. And so he starts climbing up the ladder, and he's going after these bananas. And what do you think happens? This time the experimenter does not spray him with water. Does not spray any of the monkeys with water. But what do you think happens? All the other monkeys in that cage grab him and pull him down and start beating him and bringing him back down because they're afraid that they're going to get sprayed with water. So then some time goes by. None of the monkeys go for the bananas anymore. And the experimenter thinks, this is interesting, I'm onto something. And he takes one of the monkeys out of the group and puts a new monkey into the group. So this is a new monkey that never experienced getting sprayed by water when going for the bananas. And so that monkey obviously is sitting here, and he sees the bananas up there, and he thinks, I'm going to go for these bananas, right? So this monkey starts climbing up the ladder going for the bananas. And all the other monkeys in the cage grab him, pull him down, and beat him because they're afraid of getting sprayed with water. So some time goes by, and the experimenter takes another monkey out and puts a new monkey in. that has never been sprayed with the water. So now you have 2 monkeys that have never experienced the water and 3 monkeys that have. And the new monkey decides he's going to go for those bananas. And he starts climbing up the ladder and he's going for the bananas. And all the other monkeys, what do? They grab him and they pull him down and they beat him. And they don't let him go for those bananas because they're afraid they're going to get sprayed with water. Even the monkey that has never been sprayed with water participates in this pulling that monkey down. So then the experimenter is like, this is really interesting. So what does he do? He takes all the other monkeys out, the 3 monkeys who have experienced the water spraying, takes them out, puts 3 new monkeys in. So now you have 5 monkeys in the cage that have never experienced the getting sprayed with the cold water. And what happens? One of the monkeys goes for it, and all the monkeys pull him down, and they beat him, and they don't let him go for those bananas. So then you have 5 monkeys sitting in this cage, and none of them are going for the bananas, even though not a single monkey in that cage at this point has ever been sprayed with the cold water. And I tell you this story because this story is so relatable to our lives. If you are somebody who is trying to better yourself and you're trying to climb out of whatever situation you're in, and I'm going to relate it to financial because I think that that's a lot of people deal with financial struggles, at least at some point in their life, but I think a lot of people are currently dealing with financial struggles in their life. So let's just say you're in a financial situation that's bad, and you're trying to better yourself, and you're trying to pull yourself out of this. And the people around you generally tend to be in a similar situation that you're in because we tend to, when we're surrounded by people, we like if you're with 4 broke people, you end up being the 5th, right? Like you've probably all heard that before, right? If you're with 4 unhappy people, you end up being the 5th. So the people around you generally, if you are not experiencing the things in life that you want to, if you are not being successful, if you are not financially free, if you do not have time freedom, blah, 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 whatever it is, generally the people in your life are that way too. And what happens when they see you start to better yourself and start to try and change things and make a difference for yourself, what do? They tend to pull you down. Not physically, right? They're not physically holding you down, but with their words. They're telling you like what you're doing is stupid, or you shouldn't be doing that, or why would you be doing that, or they make fun of you, or they make fun of other people who are doing what you're doing. And I can relate to this so much with my modeling. You guys, when I first started modeling, and I will admit that the pictures are a little risque for some, but I didn't care. That's what I wanted to do. That's what made me feel confident. That's what made me feel beautiful. That's what made me get out of this like hatred of my own body and myself, was being able to be vulnerable in front of a camera. And I didn't care what other people thought. But when people first saw that, I had so many people that they spread rumors. People told me I shouldn't be doing it. People were like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? I can't believe she's doing this. I had so many people in my life who tried to pull me down. Why? Because these are people who are not comfortable with their own selves. These are people who don't feel beautiful themselves. These are people who are afraid to reach out and better themselves. And so they were trying to pull me down to make themselves feel better. But now it's a little bit different in my life. Now, some of these same people who said these horrible things and started these rumors and told me I shouldn't be doing it and told me that I should stop, some of these same exact people are now people who comment on my photos, oh my gosh, so beautiful, or I'm so proud of you. I didn't understand what you were doing at first, but like you're really happy and you're really making it, and this is amazing, and I'm so proud of you. Oh, I could never do what you do. These same people. And if we take this back to the monkey story, so let's say you have those 5 monkeys that never got sprayed with water, right? But they won't let the other monkey go up and get those bananas. But what happens if he pushes them off and he fights and he grinds and he gets himself up to those bananas, and he's sitting here up at the top of the ladder and he's eating these delicious bananas? What do you think would happen? Do you think those monkeys would probably start following him up? Yeah, probably. Probably, right? They'd be wishing that they had those bananas too. Some of them would be too scared. Some of them would be too scared to climb that ladder. and they would stay down at the bottom, and they would probably be screaming at him, maybe throwing things at him, whatever, trying to pull him down. And then some of them might actually start to climb that ladder too, right? Because they see that they can do it. They see that there's a way out. So why do I tell you this story? Like, what is the whole point behind me telling you this story? The point is, I had somebody message me today and ask me, like, how did you do what you did? Because I want to do it. And that person's not the only person who's asked me that. That person's not the only person who's been like, wow, you look so happy and you've changed your life so much. How did you do it? I had to stop letting the other monkeys in my life pull me down, right? I left my hometown. I moved away. And do you know how much that hurt my heart? It still does. To not be able to be there and experience all of these times with my family and watch my nieces and nephews grow up. Do you know how much that hurts my heart? But I had to leave that situation. I had to leave that place. I had to get out and I had to leave and I had to go somewhere else where I didn't have monkeys holding me back. I had to go somewhere and be around people who wanted better for me, and I had to want better for me for myself, and I had to fight and I had to sacrifice. I had to sacrifice a lot. I still sacrifice a lot, but it's worth it. I had to listen to so much personal development, you guys, every single day. Every single day I still do. Every single day I had to listen to personal development. And I have to listen to people like Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and Jesse Lee and Eric Thompson and all of these people. And it's interesting because all of these people have a super similar story. They came from nothing. And they fight and they clawed. And they got their way up to the top. But they had to leave people behind. They had to leave situations behind. They had to sacrifice. And I'm telling you that when you do that, there are going to be people who do not want to see you succeed. There are going to be people who do not want you to succeed. And those are going to be some of the people that you love the most, some of your best friends, some of your family. It's a human condition, and apparently a monkey condition too, where we don't want other people to, it threatens us when we see somebody else doing something different. And it threatens us when we see somebody else achieving success. I don't know if it makes them feel like less than themselves, if it's the jealousy. I'm not sure what it is, but it is there and it will happen. And I'm telling you this because I think that when that happens, we give up. We listen to those people and we don't fight and claw our way out, and we don't find somebody. Like if there was somebody sitting at the top of the ladder, like if there were a monkey sitting at the top of the ladder who got the bananas, there's going to be another monkey who tries to climb the ladder and get those bananas. Because this monkey is going to listen to this monkey, right? So that's what I'm telling you now. Like, if you want more out of your life, if you want to get those bananas, you have to listen to people who have done it. And you have to stop listening to the people down at the bottom who do not want you to succeed, who do not believe in you, who do not think that you can do it because they don't think that they can do it. You have to find people in your life, surround yourself by people in your life who have done the things that you want to do. And if you cannot be there physically, like belly to belly with these people, that's okay. That's why there's podcasts and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. There are so many free resources for you to grow your mind and listen to people. And you literally have to do what they say. You can't just listen, let it go in one ear and out the other. You have to actually do the things that those people are telling you to do. Why wouldn't you? Why would you listen to somebody who doesn't have what you want? Why would you listen to somebody who is broke? Why wouldn't you listen to the person sitting at the top of the ladder eating those delicious bananas? I don't understand it. And I want more for all of you. Like, I want more for myself, but I want more for all of you. And when you guys message me and you are like, oh my gosh, how did you do it? Like, I could never do what you could do. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But you have to be willing to do the things that the other people around you are not willing to do. You have to climb the ladder even when they're pulling you down. But fortunately for you, there are people at the top of the ladder who have achieved what you're trying to achieve, and they can tell you how to do it. You just have to listen to them. So with that, I'm going to jump off my soapbox. If this was helpful for you, if you got value out of this, or you know somebody who maybe needs to hear this, go ahead and hit that share button. Don't keep all of this to yourself. Be generous. If all you have is online resources, then you know what? That's all you have. So go ahead and share it. Share the love. Share the love. And with that, I'm going to hop off. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. And I hope to see you all climbing up those ladders.